Hi, my name is James Ash, and I'm a missionary pilot in Guyana, South America. For the last 2 or so weeks, we've been here in Bethany Village doing something that most people wouldn't even think about doing over their Christmas break. We've been doing a survival course with Jim Hilliker and Bob Shelley. And I have to say, it has been one of the most memorable experiences of my life. Having these guys come here has been one of these dreams come true. I've been thinking about this for a long time because honest truth is every day that I fly over deep jungle. And the thought of an engine failure is never far from my mind. We place ourselves in the Lord's hands, we do training, but one of the things that we've been really wanting to pursue was something that we could do to help our pilots down in Guyana, South America, and other places like Bolivia and so on, so that we can be more prepared. When I met Jim a couple months ago, it was just it was kind of an off-the-wall question. I asked him what he did, and he said, "Well, I teach wilderness survival." And immediately bells began to ring in my mind, and I said, would you consider coming down to the jungles of Guyana and doing a survival course? Well, he was a little taken back, but God was moving on his heart, and he decided to come with his good friend Bob. And for the last 2 weeks, we've had an incredible time down here. We've done fires, we've done shelters. We've talked about water. We've even had a knot tying course. We've gone out. At one point in time, I went out fishing with one of the other guys, and we caught a couple little fish and brought it back, and that was part of lunch. So all in all, it was a tremendous success, and the culmination actually was yesterday. We had this airplane that I'm standing next to. Was down at the end of the runway, and we had it all staged, all set up with all sorts of foliage all around. We had people, some of our teachers and administrators were also participating with this, and we put them as passengers, injured passengers. We told them how to act and behave. So we set the plane up. We tried as much as possible to get something that was realistic, because we know in an event like this, surprise is going to be an issue. So we blindfolded the pilots. They didn't know what they were going to encounter. We also had some of our patients. These were school administrators, teachers, extra people that were primed with various injuries. We put them in the various seats and told them how to behave. You know, some of them were crying out and some of them were moaning, but it was an excellent, all in all, it was an excellent learning experience, because it made us, I think it all made us realize, you know, that in an emergency, you don't get a second opportunity to do something right. You have to do it right the first time. And we're all amateurs. We're learning about these sort of things. And the second thing that I thought was so fantastic about this was that we had lots of different people from various walks of life. We had a couple of Amerindian guys, and those guys know the jungle like the back of their hands, and they can go out and they'll come back with different plants, edible plants and stuff like that. And it was just fun to see the different cultures mix, the different people from different venues and stuff, and each person had something to share, whether spiritual or whether something related to wilderness survival or medical with Bob. I really appreciated the work that he did. and helping us to understand, trauma medicine, and that it was just invaluable. Now that we've basically wrapped it all up and concluded, there's a couple things that I've heard from the participants several times. They said, one time is not enough. We need to do this more than once. And the reality is that we're about to face some very difficult times. And things aren't going to be pretty, folks. Those are going to be very, very difficult times. And it's these sort of skills that we need now, not later. And if we're serious Bible students, and if we're serious about believing what the Spirit of Prophecy says, we need to start to educate ourselves in some of these lines, because the worst thing that I could ever imagine happen is for us to encounter an emergency and we're standing on the sidelines not knowing what to do. I want to be a part of a group of people that are on the front lines, that are willing to do something. And so I'm just so thankful to Jim and Bob, because they have started the ball rolling. This is not going to stop with a one-time event. We're already talking about what we're going to do next year and the following year, and God is just going to keep this ball rolling, hopefully until Jesus comes. Thank you very much.